Excuse me. Good evening, everyone, and welcome into another exciting night here at the FRR Racing League. Tonight is round one of the 2022 playoffs. Joining me tonight is Jeep Trowell from our Xfinity program, tearing it up this week over at Daytona over there. How are you doing tonight, sir?
I'm good, Niner. It's great to be on with you.
Yeah, I was very excited to hear you say you wanted to join, and I was like, you know what, that works perfect, because I'm down a sniper tonight, so you know, I don't mind new talent coming in and helping us out. So, and are really starting to get to know these Cup guys, and that's actually really good when it comes to broadcasting this because you've been out there in the trenches running Daytona with them this week, so you have a really good insight on what to expect here um, in this 80 lap race tonight.
Yeah, and a couple of them came down and raced in the Xfinity series as well. So it's really good to learn from them as well as race against them.
Yes, and it was very nice to see our Xfinity guys and our Cup guys beat the Cup guys this week. Actually, the Cup guys pushed our Xfinity truck guys to the wins in both series at Daytona. But that was a lot of fun racing with them for sure. So tonight, round one of the playoffs, we have 14 drivers. We have Favre. Let me see if I can do this by memory. We have Favre, Flash, Field Filler, DB, Pittman, Mopar, True Death, Twitch, Mini Golf, Dan the Man, Predators, that man Curtin. Yeah.
Did you say shovel?
Oh, I try not to say shovel or put the camera on shovel because I feel like I'm bad juju for him. All right.
Yeah, and not only that, looking at the points, really close, second through 14th, and one of them gets eliminated tonight. So
Yeah. So the way
you know,
that's going to work tonight is we have 14 guys in the points positions. Stage points are going to count. Race points are going to count. Whoever out of those 14 has the lowest amount of points at the end of the race tonight, after those 80 laps here, that person no longer racing for the championship. So single driver elimination. As you can see on the screen right here, I have all 14 drivers. Um, one of them will not be on this list next week. And like you said, anybody from second on back pretty much can be on this list. It's going to be impossible for Favre to lose 41 points tonight, so Favre is definitely safe. He is the only one safe at Daytona. Um, but yeah, I mean, that what is it? That the back seven, I think. None of them got any playoff points, so that's going to hurt. Um, they're coming in here with zero, so I mean they've got to make sure that they are not that last guy.
yeah, like you said, the back, it's actually six that had zero playoff points. But then even the three guys ahead of them only had, two, 1 point. And then Mopar had 2 points. Berkey had four. Field had five. So, you know, anything can happen tonight. It's Daytona, man.
It sure is, man. It's kind of funny. Mopar was fighting for, every pole you get, you should have got a playoff point. Because Mopar's sitting on like 9 poles this season. So he wanted a point for every pole. Which actually, not a bad idea when you have 9 of them. I would have fought for the same thing. But
yeah, that definitely would have gave him some extra points.
Yeah, so tonight we are lining them up based off of the finishing order of the regular season point standings. No qualifying. They've practiced a lot today, but as most of you guys know, the servers were down this week, so we didn't really have a lot of practice time. And then again, it's Daytona. I was thinking about having my grandma run a Daytona race earlier. I think she would have had fun. Pretty much anybody can do this, but in a low draft lobby, and that's probably something you've seen this week. In a low draft lobby, one mistake, just one one shot of getting out of line, and you're gone. You lose the draft so fast in these low draft super speedway lines.
Yeah, I believe Grumpy Old Man, when he was broadcasting with you during the Xfinity race, he said if you're behind 4 tenths, you lose the draft right away.
Oh yeah, and that is what happened with me in the truck race last night. I had a pretty decent truck, but there in that third stage, I just lost it on lost the draft, and they just drove away. Just drove away. Someone just joined the party. Hey, that's the voice of Favre.
That's our regular season champion right there.
So we're waiting for people to join the lobby, and DB got kicked from the lobby, but we're gonna have to run one pace lap. Just letting you know.
Oh, okay.
So just thought I'd let you guys know some.
Well, Favre, I mean, we've got you in here real quick. Congratulations, our regular season champion. Starting on the pole tonight.
Congratulations, Favre.
I appreciate it, man. It's been a hard fought regular season, but I'm hoping I can peak right at the right time.
Well, you have a 26-point lead. I feel like you're safe at Daytona.
Yeah, I'm not going to try and push anything tonight, so I'm just trying to get consistent points and on to Darlington for next week.
Heck yeah, buddy. All right, good luck. 80 laps. Do better than the NASCAR Cup Series today. Just do better.
All right, thanks, man.
Yeah, thanks, Favre.
See ya.
Yep. Oh, all right. So we're waiting. So I hope that means Twitch made it. That's awesome.
That's a really good surprise, and again, congratulations to Favre for winning the regular season championship.
Absolutely, man. That's his third regular season championship in a row.
Another special guest.
Oh, we have another special guest. Oh, nope, he left.
Oh, he left.
he figured out where he was. I tried to get him to do a broadcast with me one time, and he said, absolutely not, left immediately. But I enjoy racing with him. That was 19mm that did a little drive-by here. We both started this season.
Let me ask you, Niner. Have you told him that your grandmother is rooting for him?
I have not. We haven't had an opportunity to talk. But 19mm, if you watch this, you are my grandma's favorite driver at FRR. All because of your name.
I did go back and watch a previous broadcast, and I do remember you saying that.
Yep, that's her guy. That is her guy. All right, so they're going to do a pace lap, which I think that's a good way to start the playoffs, with a nice pace lap around the big old 2.5-mile super speedway in Daytona.
Hopefully it's not raining in turn one.
If it is, I hope they throw the caution before they make another lap. And yeah, that's a story for another day. Oh, sorry for all you Truex fans out there. I know I feel your pain today. It sucks, but he'll live to fight another year. He signed another contract. So, not sure how much longer we're waiting, but let me see if I got something here. I got nothing. Points are close. We're gonna do live, pretty much points tonight. At the end of the race, we're gonna have to let you know who is eliminated. Which is really not a job that I want. I mean, that's like when you tell someone after. I mean, this is a long season. We were in a party chat in a lobby earlier this week, and we were talking about this is the longest season FRR's ever ran. I mean, they're running the whole 36 race schedule. And we're at race 26, and these guys are tired. They're ready for a break. They've got 11 weeks. Buckle down, get this championship done, and then go to Boca. Go to Hawaii. Take your take your vacation. Take your break. It's time for these boys to buckle down. But this is a very long season, and I know these guys are they're starting to feel it because they practice 3 nights a week, and then they race on Sundays, and they're always trying to go out and recruit, and they're helping with the Xfinity leagues and the truck leagues. I mean, these guys are some of the most dedicated racers on this game I've ever been in contact with. But it does take a toll. So it's survival of the fittest. We're about to see what happens here in the next 11 weeks.
And not only that, some of them are talking about doing a winter series. So some of them don't even want to rest; they just want to keep going.
So the winter series is how I joined FR. I ran the winter series last year, and then in the when it was time for the season to start, I was drafted into the Toyota team, which was cool. But the winter series, it was 10 races, I think, and it was pretty fun. I mean, it ran December and January of this past year, and then they took 3 weeks off, and they've been going hard ever since. The only week that FR has taken off is the week that NASCAR took off. That is it.
Just to let you know, Niner, High Speed Lenny on our YouTube channel is chimed in, and Lenny, how you doing? He's saying, why is it I can barely hear you all?
He can barely hear any of us. All right, hold on. Thank you, Lenny. Try now. You should be able to hear us really good now. All right, I'm going to go quiet for just a minute so I can pull it up on my phone just to see what I hear.
Yeah, I turned the volume up on my phone, and I could barely hear it too.
I'm going to go quiet for just a minute so I can pull it up on my phone just to see what I hear.
Yeah, I turned the volume up on my phone.
All right, so now we should be good. It's been.
Niner, the clock is rolling.
Okay.
You know when it flips.
Thank you. All right, so now we should be good. All right, did you get a... Hello?
I'm here.
No, Favre just joined again. It looks like it's still paused.
Yep, still paused. Clock's rolling.
There wasn't any damage on.
We got 7 seconds.
Yeah.
And screen split.
All right.
Clock's rolling. And screen split.
Did you get invites?
I did not.
Okay. sir. All right, and so remember they are going to be taking a pace lap to reset the field. All right, so they're going down the backstretch here. And we are half a lap away from getting the 2022 playoffs started. I am excited.
Yeah, I'm ready too.
There are 14 capable guys in this field of winning this championship. And it all starts right here at Daytona under the lights for the Coke Zero 200. Oh, and as they have been all season, you have got Favre and DB side by side coming to the green flag. Flash 9 in third, Mucka in fourth, and Field Filler right there behind him in fifth. And they're coming down to the Geico restart zone. And the green flag is out here at Daytona with Favre getting the early jump with a nice push from Flash 9 and DB fighting hard on that outside. It looks like Shovelhead lost a little bit of ground there.
I like to see if these guys can get the outside rolling.
I believe we will see the outside, but it might not be until, man, the end of stage 1, end of stage 2. I feel the end of stages is when we're going to see that outside roll.
I know in the Xfinity race, some of us wanted to try it, but we just couldn't get it going.
Yes, I love the high side. All right, lap 1 complete. You've got Favre and Flash out front, Mucka and Field Filler right behind them, and DB running in fifth.
Got a nice long line going down the backstretch.
And
everybody nice and tight.
With this line right here, and as tight as they are, these guys are going to be running very low, 43-second laps. Some might even get into the 42s.
Yeah, I was going to say some probably even get into 42s.
These low draft lobbies, especially here at Daytona, I have found I get my fastest laps in the low draft lobbies. And especially when you're the last car in a lane of 28.
Oh, Mucka down low.
Ooh. Oh, no. Mucka bouncing off the apron. Are we under caution?
Are we under caution?
There's Pittman.
Predators.
Oh, typical. I didn't see that. Uh-oh. So caution out early here. Lap number 3, I believe. Lap 4. There are 24 laps in this stage.
Yeah, it just seemed kind of odd. I saw Mucka go down on the apron. Didn't know if he got pushed down there or what.
So, a nice 20-car field tonight. And, it's really nice to see the guys that didn't make the playoffs
are still coming to race.
We got split strategies we're going on right now. It's like half the field pitting and half the field staying out.
It's because they haven't gone long enough to be able to make it on fuel. Or yeah, they haven't gone long enough to make it on fuel.
I believe in the practice race, you got about 15 laps.
Yep. And there are 19 to go.
And you're allowed to save 1 lap in each stage.
Yep.
Except for stage 3.
And they're not doubling up yet. There they go. Now they're going to get side by side. You're going to get Favre in that 4-car. Field filler in the 5 on his outside. DB right behind Favre. That man Perky in the 4th position. Shovelhead in 5th. Twitch in 6th. True Death 7th. Looks like KB Showtime will be 8th. Dan the Man 9th. Predators 10th. And I believe that is Minnesota Golf Pro in 11th. It is Mucka will be in 12th. I'm not sure who that is underneath Mucka. Oh, Flash 9. Mopar in the 13 back there. Mopar always has a great car here at Super Speedways.
Yeah, and then you got Mac Attack outside of him. Then it looks like it's your boy Chase. Typical, and then Pittman. And it looks like we've lost 1 car.
I think the 12 car of 19mm.
Green flag back out.
It is, and Favre gets that jump, that inside lane moving, the high side lane dropping. Twitch looking for a hole to get down. He's not going to see one. He's going to go from 5th all the way back to 20th if he doesn't find a hole to get into. And his teammate Mopar lets him in.
That leaves 1 car left on the outside. Dan the Man.
Alright, and if you remember anything about the Daytona 500, when these two right here link up, they are great at Daytona, and that is where DB got the first win of the season right here in February, and his teammate Shovelhead pushed him to that win.
It's like a lot of pushing and shoving towards the back. A couple of guys jumping out of line.
Here we are riding on the roof of Favre, looking back at this long line of cars here at Daytona. 20 deep, 1 single file line, nose to tail, in this 80-lap playoff opener. As we're working lap number 8 here of stage number 1.
I know we had that little pre-race interview with Favre before we got going, but I want to know how much, was he telling the truth? Is he really not going to push it? I mean, when you're the regular season champion, you want to make a statement right off the bat in the playoffs.
They do, you do, but we've documented this a couple times this season, and Favre is no, he doesn't shy away from it. Favre is not a huge fan of super speedways, and super speedways are not a huge fan of Favre's. I believe he got his first win this year at Talladega on the super speedway, and he's just here to make sure he gets his points. I believe him. I don't think he's going to push it too hard. Man, they are just straight single file. DB looks like he is backing off of Favre, though, to get a run. Favre is getting quite a lead right now. He pulled up a little bit. Is DB trying to get a run? Nope.
We have a couple of guys that lost the draft already. Pittman and McIntyre.
Our two lone Toyotas in the field. Man, they are just seriously just straight lining it. I mean, I would say it's a long race, but it's the shortest race of the weekend that we ran. I mean, the Xfinity was 100 laps. The trucks were, I think, 100 laps, and this one here is 80. And it's the short one. They need to be up here getting at it. They need to be going.
Well, I mean, it's still the first stage, so we do have stage 2, and then the final stage, which is pretty much the paycheck stage.
It definitely is. You know, they might be scared of the rain clouds in Daytona. That might be what it is. You never know.
Predators just made a big move on towards the back part of the line.
So
he just passed 2 cars on the outside and then snuck in between.
Who was that?
Typical and Predators.
Okay, yeah, Predators always has a good super speedway car as well. So the 2 Toyotas.
I've been in a league with Predators before, and it was a slider league, but he was still pretty good.
He is definitely good. I love to watch him on road courses, man. He wheels those cars around road courses like no one else. And tonight he's trying to bring home the bacon in that 10 car, but it's going to be hard to do back in 17th. We're going to have to start moving up here, making some moves. I mean, it's hard to pass these guys. It really is. So I would take every opportunity I have. This group here. Okay, they're catching back up. I was going to say there was a huge gap between Perky and Mopar.
I'm waiting for him to get that outside.
Oh, going. and there goes. Who is that? That's Perky and Predators on that outside, getting that outside rolling?
I believe the 24 is Chase.
Oh, Chase, yes. I thought it was Perky's yellow car.
Oh, they got back down in. Now Muck on the outside. All by his lonesome. As I say that, he sneaks in right behind Mopar.
Those are his 2 teammates right behind him, and Typical and Dan the Man.
Now it looks like we got a 3-car draft on the outside.
KB Showtime jumping up there with Chase and Predators.
The thing is, though, they're not making up any time. They had to tuck back in behind Typical.
starting to get a little more racy than they have been. But then when they started to get racy, that second group, the ones that jumped outside, are now looking like they were starting to lose the draft. But I think with those 4 hooked up, they might be able to catch back up.
Yeah, it kind of looks like they're losing, who's that in the weight car back there?
Is that Predators?
No, actually, I think it's...
Dan the Man.
Yes, it is Dan the Man. It actually looks like Typical just tried to help them out a little bit by breaking out the draft. Oh, we got a couple coming out of the pits.
This looks like it's your bro Chase. Making a pit run.
Mac Attack and Pittman.
All right, they're making their signals for pit road.
This is where it's going to get interesting. A whole line of them going in. Got Far Field. Mucka. Batman Perky. Predator.
And everyone else is making the signal now that they're going to pit road. So here comes the rest of the field.
See where everybody cycles out.
Oh, and Shovelhead Rex getting onto pit road.
Looks like Mucka had a good pit stop and beat everybody out of pit road. He's now ahead of Favre and Batman Perky. And then behind them it looks like Predators.
All right, here we are, and we're coming down to 6. 5 laps to go. So Favre making some moves. Favre and Mucka up to 5th and 6th. Your leader currently Flash 9.
I like to draft with Mucka, Favre, and Perky because they have 3 cars. Everybody else is just 2 cars.
They have more than that now. There are 5, but they are side by side going for 3rd.
Oh, Perky hit the wall.
As we are coming down to 3 to go. 2 to go. 3 to go.
That's going to help the 2 on the outside, or the two cars out front.
Well,
because that broke up that 3-car draft with Perky just touching the wall. The good news for Perky is though he's still got the draft.
so these 4 starting to catch the 2 up front. They have caught him. Now that you've caught him, what do you do with him? As we're coming down to 2 to go. All right, and we're on our last lap here. Favre looking to the outside. Doesn't look like they're going to be able to get to him if they don't. Yep, there they go. Mopar trying to get to the back of Itchabro Chase. Chase throws up a block. And it's going to be Flash 9 in the 9 car.
Itchabro Chase. Looks like he got second.
Yeah, so Flash, Chase, Mopar, Mucka, DB, Favre, Perky, KB Showtime, King, and Bam Bam Twitch is your 10th spot.
Hopefully, maybe we'll see more racing this time in this stage now.
Hopefully. All right, as Flash 9's going to lead them to the green here. With Itchabro Chase on his outside. And that outside line, they're trying to keep it moving here in this second stage. The first stage, they were diving for the inside, but right now it looks like they're going to try to keep it going here.
They look like they're pretty tight up there as well.
Yeah.
A lot more form than the inside. And there goes DB down to the inside, leaving those guys on the outside to fend for themselves.
Oh, and here comes someone we haven't talked about tonight. True Death working his way up into third. Pushing his teammate, Mad Mopar.
Do you think True used some his strategy to get up there? Maybe 2 tires?
Possibly. He might have, possibly. He could have taken 4 at the pit in stage 1 and took 2 now to pit one more time. 4. Yeah, I think that might be his strategy. Because I believe you have to pit twice in stage 3.
I remember correctly, I didn't hear you call True Death as you were reading out the top 10 for the end of stage 1.
Oh, you're absolutely correct. I did not.
So that, yeah, he had to take 2 tires to get up there.
Yep.
So we'll see how that works out for the Richard Childress number 3.
Yes, that Richard Childress number 3. I mean, these guys really aren't giving me much to talk about tonight. It's pretty much followed the leader. I mean, it's a very fast leader. I would love to see some lap times.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious myself about the lap times.
43.7 is what the guy in third or fourth just ran.
And that would be our regular season champion, Favre.
It is our regular season champion, Favre. And again, I'd like to thank Jeep Trout for jumping in here tonight and helping me broadcast this playoff opener. He really helped me out in a pickle. And
I'm glad I could help out, Diner.
very appreciative. Now next week we're not sure if there will be a live stream of Darlington or not. I'm going to do some housekeeping real quick while we're running single file. I'm going to be at the Darlington race. I know I will not make it home in time. I'm about 3.5 hours away, so I know I will not make it home in time to run the broadcast, so we might be broadcast less. Unless I can get one of the drivers to throw the YouTube channel on their PlayStation and just do an in-car broadcast for y'all. So stay tuned. I'll give you updates throughout the week and let you know if we'll be doing a Darlington broadcast or not. But if we do not, we will be back the following week where NASCAR is at Kansas. We are going to Chicago.
And then don't also forget Xfinity Tuesday nights. This week we're at Iowa.
We are. So the Cup took Kansas off their schedule and replaced it. And Mopar and I got together and we decided we were taking Darlington off. And we were going to replace it with something a little more exciting. Although nothing's more exciting than Darlington. But I like short tracks. I love short tracks. And so I wanted Iowa to be added to the Xfinity schedule. It was a short schedule. And I believe Mopar on Saturday at 5 o'clock is taking the trucks to Chicago. And
yes,
then
that's what I heard.
And then we'll be meeting back up at Kansas while the Cup Series goes to Chicago. And then after that, we'll be right back on the same schedule as everybody else. And it will all come down to Phoenix.
Sorry for those that are watching, but like Niner said, there's not much to talk about when you're running in a straight line.
Yep. It is. Man, that's a pretty Mountain Dew paint scheme.
Making me thirsty.
And I think Mopar's a little early for the Halloween scheme, but that is one of my favorite 13 car schemes on the game.
I know when I practiced with them, I ran the 88 car, and I used the Planters Peanuts 88, which is a playoff scheme.
It is. On Ignition, it is a Ryan Newman scheme. Favre and I were broadcasting a race for another league one night when the Planters Peanuts car made its appearance, and he was running for Hothead, and that was my Hot Nuts car. And since then, I think he's getting T-shirts made, hats made for the Hot Nuts car. I love the Planters car. That's one of my favorite paint schemes on the game. Mucka in the back running all by his lonesome. He got out of line a little while ago. Seems to be all the action going on. All these other guys
We got some time here.
playing bumper tag.
I want to say hi to Lenny, High Speed Lenny 13, Jinx 13, and Coaster Owen, who are chiming in on the chat on YouTube.
Hello, hello, hello. I saw Jinx in there running some practice races with them earlier. We all know Lenny.
Yeah.
Lenny runs practice races with us all the time.
I would like Lenny to get back into the league.
Lenny drives the 19 Toyota in the Xfinity series. That is Lenny's car. It's not available for anyone else. Oh, and they're mixing it up in the back, but they're able to keep it off the wall, keep it off each other. We are getting close to pit stops. As we're working lap 15 of stage number 2. Whew. Man. That means it's only lap 39. Oh, one more lap to halfway. And there they are. Everybody is giving the pit road sign. Except for some of the guys in the back who, when you're running in the back like that of this big long pack, you're able to save the most amount of fuel. But here in FRR, you are only allowed to save one lap in first stage, one lap in the second stage, and you may save up to 3 laps in the third stage.
Flash 9.
Not quite sure what happened there. More people than that gave the signal to go to the pits.
The man Dan in the pits. And I believe Tippman.
And here, the entire field goes below the yellow line, saying they're going. This will get interesting. We're going to ride along here staring back at Mopar as everyone behind him, and I would be scared to be Mopar, because you're putting your life
Holy,
in.
8 spinning out.
Oh. And black flags all around.
The 4 is in the grass. That would be our regular season champion Favre.
It looks like the 41 just came piling in there. On Favre's stream, he's upside down flipping.
I wonder if this will bring out a caution.
This is not what Favre wanted to see. I don't even know that he has enough gas to make it all the way back around. Oh, there's damage everywhere. Let's jump on board with Favre. So Favre going to pit road. As we have 6 laps remaining here.
Flash 9 is in a heavy battle. 5 cars.
Yeah, I'm on the hood of MFF Typical. Bam Bam Twitch.
That is really going to shake up the running order now.
So the leader is the 48 car with KB Showtime. Or, yeah, KB Showtime. With Itchy Bro Chase in second, DB the Best in third, and Batman Perky in fourth.
What's going to hurt these 4 cars, though, is I'm running side by side. Because the next group behind them is single file. Led by Typical.
And
the 22.
DB up to the lead. And that group of 4 has now become a group of 10?
Oh.
9.
And KB Showtime almost cut off the nose
And
of
MFF Typical and Twitch on the outside going for this race lead. Trying to bring Dan the Man with them.
And Flash 9 went from the outside down to the inside. Leaving those 2 cars up high by themselves.
I believe
Now
this
we
is
got
it
a
right
group
here, the
on the
last
outside.
lap. On the outside, it's your bro Chase taking the lead.
They're fanning out everywhere, going down the front.
And it looks like it's your bro Chase with the win in stage number 2.
If that group of 5 would have stayed together and went to the outside, they could have probably finished a lot better than where they did. Now comes the fun part. Stage 3.
Bam Bam Twitch leading them back to green. In that 7 Brant car. And it did not take them long to jump out to single file.
Bam Twitch in the lead, followed by True Death and Pittman. And again, this just looks like a replay of the first 2 stages where everybody just went to the bottom and rode
in it out.
Also, don't forget, the playoffs, one person will be eliminated after tonight's race.
They will, and I am actually working on that number right now. I just had to enter the 2 stages into my spreadsheet. I'm sorry. So I can tell you who that person is that's going to be eliminated.
And as we know, our regular season champion, Favre,
He's
had
good.
a 41-point lead.
Yeah,
so he was good.
He was good.
I still don't think he would like, missing the pit road that one time.
No, I do not believe so either.
But I do know that getting on the pit road here is tricky. Right before the speed line, there is a couple of humps. So with that, you have to be careful. And yes, I found that out the hard way during the Xfinity race on Tuesday night. I actually nosed it into the inside wall going into pit road.
Oh.
Looks like everybody right now is content running in a straight line.
They are, and there
I'm
are
banned.
20 laps to go. Alright, so this is Pittman in the 11 car, captain of the Toyota team for Joe Gibbs Racing. And you've got Dan the Man in the 6 car, one of our other championship hopefuls. Minnesota Golf Pro in that 32 car out here. Got him a stage point tonight. Hopefully that's going to help him in the final running order. DB to Best in the 1 car, pretty safe tonight. He was started the week with 15 points, so he was already, you know, in the positive there. And then your points leader, Favre. Flash 9 started tonight with 12 points with a stage win and a 3rd place finish. With that stage win and a 3rd place finish, Flash 9 able to kind of jump a little bit above DB at the moment, but not by much, and it all comes down to finishing order. Mucka, the league owner and one of the competitors for the Cup this season. Field filler winner at Bristol earlier this season and Worldwide Technology Raceway. My boy Shovelhead.
Oh, big lag up front.
Oh, was that?
Stacked up the whole field.
Was it Twitch that lagged?
It was.
The leader?
Yes. I'm pretty sure True Death got some pretty significant damage there to his nose now.
Oh no.
Although it's not showing.
And
But
Bam
again,
Bam
that did
Twitch
shake up the-
in the 7 car, our youngest driver, 16 years of age. Getting pushed by our 2nd youngest driver, 17 years of age.
That's really good to see young guys out here, you know, mixing it up with some of these guys.
Man, if you could have just seen what this kid has done since Daytona, you would think someone else is driving that car since the start of the season. This guy has grown so much this season as a racer and just as a human. Man, he's a great guy. One of my good friends up here for sure. But Twitch it's nice to see him out there leading. Wish he wasn't lagging. That's horrible that he stacked up the field like that.
Looks like some giving the signal to pit.
As we have 14 laps remaining.
And here comes the leader, Bam
Here
Bam,
comes Twitch to pit road.
with a handful of others.
Shovelhead, True Death, DV, all of the RCR boys on pit road. Which I just want to, point out to those who don't know, every single team member of the RCR team is the same driver that started the season in Daytona, and all 5 of them made the playoffs. And if you go back and look at most of the season, they have qualified in the top 7, probably 80% of the time. All right. Some mini golf coming out of pit road. Twitch coming out of pit road. Shovelhead had a good exit off pit road. All right. Can you hear me, bud?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I wasn't sure. My microphone has died twice tonight. Alright, some of the guys in the back giving the signal for pit road. The guys out front still have not pitted. Oh, they're giving the signal now.
We actually have a question from Grumpy. He said, give us watching a little info on each of the drivers, and that it will give us something to talk about.
I just did that. I just rolled through the field. Okay. Typical joined us about halfway through the season. He's really fast. And he's hitting pit road right now, bringing a whole bunch of his friends with him.
One quick note on Typical. I've been racing with him for quite a while. And when he first started racing with some of us in public lobbies, he was only 16 years old.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't even think he's 18 yet. I think he's still... He might be. He might have just turned 18. So here's that group coming off pit road. Flash 9 not able to keep it down, getting back out of the pits. Got up on the track before the pit exit. I think it messed up the 41 car just a little bit, not sure. So we have 9 laps to go. No more cautions. Cautions are done. And it looks as though looks like Perky is your leader.
Well, if that's the case, then that means Typical is second,
Yeah.
Flash 9 is third, and KB is fourth.
That seems to be accurate.
As Typical just got pushed out of line.
And It's Your Bro Chase has lagged out in the 24 car.
And that's too bad because he won stage 2.
These RCR boys are coming. They have 7 laps to do it.
And we just had a lag, and it messed up Bam Bam Twitch, who was in that second group trying to catch the leaders. Now it's 4 cars versus 4 cars.
As they're coming down, I believe this is going to be 6 to go. 5 to go.
I was just switching over to that second group when I saw that, and it looked like Mad Mopar had a little lag there.
Oh, gosh. All right, there's Perky. Coming down to 3 laps to go. Excuse me, 3 laps to go when they cross the line.
They will reach that lap car that's up ahead of them as well. Let's see if that breaks them up and that second group can catch them.
All right, Flash 9 all over the back of Perky as they're coming to get the 2 laps to go.
attack, staying up high, letting him go. We're very respectful.
Yep.
And then he joins to the back end of them, so that's going to help them now with 5 cars.
These boys coming around to get the white flag right here. Once they cross the start-finish line, there'll be 1 lap to go.
And Typical is falling back. So right now it's just a 3-man battle for the lead. For the win, I should say.
Last lap here.
KB trying the outside. Typical goes with him. And Mac Attack went up there with him. Flash trying the outside. KB looking to the inside.
And the 14 car is going to get it.
And it's anybody's guess about second.
That would be Flash 9, I do believe. Fox, scroll down, buddy. Right, and give us just a minute. We'll get these guys in here. And making a statement early in these playoffs. That man Perky with the big win tonight. Congratulations, bud.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, so how was that for you? You had a great race there in stage, I mean, the whole race was good. Stage 3, a little more racy than the first 2. And you were able to hold off Flash and a hard charging KB right there at the end. How was that for you? And tell us a little about your season so far, man. We haven't talked to you a lot.
Yeah, it was a good race today. I don't really like super speedway racing, but I was able to keep myself up front most of the night. I mean, within the top 8 or so. And then that last pit stop, I got on pit road perfect. I don't think I could have done it again, but Flash stayed behind me, and then we had a little group of about 4 cars, and we just stayed in the line, so that way that group behind us wasn't going to catch us, and just held them off on that last run they made.
All right, well, I mean, you made a statement here early. already had some good playoff points going in. You had 4, I mean, which was a lot more than a lot of other people. And with a win tonight, that's going to give you some good points. Definitely keep you safe next week at Darlington, I would think, or at least give you a little cushion next week at Darlington.
Yeah, Darlington's not my best track, but I got a decent car. I mean, it can probably run within the top 8 or so, so as long as I finish within there, I'll be happy.
Fantastic, man. Well, congratulations on your big win tonight. And Flash 9, it looks like you're still keeping that hot streak going with your top 5s.
Oh yeah, I think if I keep finishing second every week, I might be all right.
Hey, there was a great guy, Mark Martin, finished second a heck of a lot. He had a pretty good career. Yeah, so congratulations. I mean, you had some good playoff points coming in here tonight. It's gonna be a good playoffs. This is definitely shaping up with Favre's troubles tonight. Everything has gotten closer. It's gonna be I'm super excited the next 10 weeks. This is gonna be so much fun to watch. And you had your buddy KB tonight with you, pushing you. So that your guys' team seemed to work really well. Had a little better, not better, but had a little different pit strategy. You guys were able to pit early in one stage and get a pretty decent sized lead, and you just worked really well together. So KB, did you join the party?
Copy.
Well, you're somebody we really haven't talked to very much this season, man. Congratulations on the top 3 tonight at Daytona. Not in the playoffs, but definitely able to help your teammates out when they need it. And Flash, I don't know if Flash needed it, but he sure wasn't going to throw it away if you offered it to him. And you pushed him for quite a bit tonight. And yeah, so what's it like being back up front? And welcome back.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it. It's real great to be back in the league and back in here with you on the podium at a great place like Daytona. Happy to help my teammate Flash, contend for the win. We had the 24 there at Road Chase with us for a while. And went pretty good. Like I said, just happy to be in here. I wish I could get in here a little bit more, but as far as racing goes, podiums will come when they come. but just happy to be here, man. Congrats to Perky. We had a real good little thing going there at the end, and yeah, I don't know if I've ever seen anybody get on pit road as good as he did. That time I was right behind him, and he felt like he came to second on me, and I felt like I got in good too. But great race, man. Happy to be here. 3rd place finish. Team Hendrick. I know our other teammate, Phil Filler, he advanced, so he's happy. On to the next one. Hopefully we can be back in here next week.
Yes, sir. One of my favorite highlight reels of the season was the last lap at Darlington in the spring, where Flash almost lost it but saved it and won it. So Darlington next week. It's Labor Day weekend. Mucka, you're in here, I believe, right?
Yes, sir.
Do you want to know the person, or do you want me to text it to you?
That person who's going to give me $1 million?
The person who is last in the playoff standings.
No, I don't want to.
Okay.
I don't want to know right now.
All right. Well, that's going to do it for us tonight then. First playoff race of the season. We got Daytona out of the way. Hopefully Talladega is not single file snake racing until the last couple of laps like we saw tonight. We were having a hard time talking. We were going through talking about, what I knew about each of you and different paint schemes that you run, and we didn't have much to talk about racing.
Pretty boring on the track as well. I was imagining what you guys were talking about in the booth. I was like, man, these guys got to be running out of stuff to talk about.
Oh, we
but
did.
At least we know we can run in line.
Yeah. Oh, hey, you guys got an A in kindergarten for that whole line walking thing, I'm sure.
We were good for our fire drill.
Now I do have a question. I was covering something in the back, and it. Oh.
I lost you there. You still there?
I don't know if his mic died or not.
It's coming back. Can you hear me? Hold on. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Gotcha. Yeah.
Okay, sorry about that. So I was covering somebody in the back, and it looked like the whole field stacked up from a lag. What, is that what that was? And because
I know in one time there was a lag,
okay.
but we also had the 24 car saving like 2 tractor trailers worth of space on the track to make a run on the cars in front of him, which was backing up the entire field behind him, causing chaos.
Oh,
so it was a matter. It was just it was one of those super speedway things.
It was Daytona. Hey, you know what? At least it didn't rain going into turn 1.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, guys. Well, that's going to do it tonight for the FRR Network. We will be back Tuesday night at Iowa with the Xfinity cars. Saturday night, 5 o'clock, trucks are going to be at Chicago. And these guys, round 2, next week at Darlington. We will see you guys next week. And thank you, GP, for jumping in and helping us. Now that Sniper's gone to college, he's going to be every other week. So very nice of you to jump in and help us out tonight. If you want to come next week, I guarantee you it will be more side-by-side racing.
Well, the only thing is with that is, you're going to be gone to the race.
Oh, that's right. I'll be at you will figure that part out. All right, guys. We'll see everybody next week. And stay safe.